Alright dudes, I just wanted to give you guys my thought on the new Zeldris and Chandler, because obviously all this news came out when I was fast asleep. I literally woke up like 4 hours ago, so by the time everyone saw this news and made up their thoughts or whatever, I was still fast asleep. So just to give you what I think this is insane. I think both of these units are absolutely insane. I think both of these units don't even need to be on the Assault Meliodas team. They are very flexible, and I think they kind of screw over the entire meta, man. They kill off a lot of units. They make many teams out there not viable to run. Well, I mean, you can still run them, of course, but if you face like a Zeldris or a Chandler, it might be pretty tough. So Zeldris, honestly, man, apart from his commandment, which I'll talk about in a bit, the Assault Meliodas team needed this, because what people do against Assault Meliodas is they will just stall you out. They won't attack you. They'll just rank up their Escanaut, or just whoever their main unit is, whatever they want to do, right? They'll just basically rush ultimate or just ignore you and rank up and stall. Now they can't really do that because Zeldris stops people from alt rushing you. He has a better gauge removal card than Green Gotha, which I think is insane. Obviously, from what I can see, his card doesn't do damage, but it's basically better than Green Gotha's in that it depletes 2 alt gauge for 2 turns, and it also disables ultimate moves. So it's like a double spit in the face, really. It's like, obviously there's never going to be a scenario where they have their basically how this works is that if you find yourself in a situation where your opponent already has ultimate and you use this, in that scenario Green Gotha's debuff is worthless to you, because it takes 1 turn to reduce the gauge. Whereas Zeldris's, even if they have their ultimate and you apply this debuff at rank 2, I'm pretty sure it will also disable ultimate move. Maybe not rank 1, we'll have to see, but yeah, this cuts out that whole situation of they already have their ultimate, so there's no point in me even applying this gauge removal card, because I'm not going to stop it. It does stop it, which is fantastic. Also, this card right here, they've just turned Zarathus's passive into a skill effect. If we take a look at Zarathus's passive here, Zarathus is like a bit of a weird one, actually. Can I please find him? So his passive, if a critical strike does not occur from a skill, the hero's damage is increased by an equal amount of crit chance. So it's kind of like this. The only issue with Zarathus is that he is garbage and stuff, but he had really high crit chance and incredibly low crit damage. This is like kind of to cuck his own passive, so you don't just like do insane damage. But Zeldris is even better. For one, he guarantees not critting, so regardless of the outcome, this card is always going to do insane damage. How much insane damage is just going to be based on how much crit damage he has. I'm going to guess he's going to have really low crit damage, just because units who have really high crit chance, like absurdly high crit chance, they do tend to have a really low crit damage. So we'll have to see, but even then, it's 50% of 100% of his crit damage. So let's just say he has 200% crit damage. The cut will deal an additional 100% damage, so basically technically double damage, because if you deal 100% of something, then that's basically double damage. So if you can somehow get Zeldris to 200% crit damage, which I feel like is probably not gonna be, I don't think you'll be able to do it, because if you are able to do it, then this card is basically gonna hit like 1000% in terms of stat, because obviously if it hits for 500% attack at level 3, and then you gain 100% extra damage equal to your crit damage, then that will basically double the damage of this card, which would make it broken. So I am going to assume he's going to have very low crit damage, but even then still going to hit very hard. Yeah, very good. Obviously his commandment, I think we'll discuss that a little bit later, because I want to discuss who this affects. But yeah, also his passive increases allies basic stats by 2% for every debuff. This is going to be incredibly easy to just completely max out on the Assault Meliodas team. I promise you, it's going to be very easy. If you get attacked twice and you apply Zeldris debuff, that's that's already 9 stacks. Yeah, very easy to get this out. They kind of wanted to give him like red Zeldris passive, but make it a little bit harder to get. Also, if he was to get like a rank 2 of this, I'm pretty sure this is going to apply the debuff that Gotha applies, so that little circle thing, and the ultimate lock. So this card alone is going to give you 6, if you get this at a rank 2, or 3, then it's already going to give you 6 of 10 stacks. So it's going to be incredibly easy on Assault Meliodas team to completely max this out. On other teams, maybe not. Maybe if you run them with Kill, you'll max it out in like 2 turns max or something ridiculous. But you know, 20% basic stats is not the craziest thing. It's good, but it's not the craziest thing. So yeah, ultimate is like, you know, I saw how it looks. I don't know why the hell it's single target. If it was AoE, then you know, maybe it will be much stronger, but definitely has the weakest ultimate from all the festival units for sure. Decreases HP related stats of all enemies by 15%. That's very, very powerful, but like, you know, it's like yeah, I don't know, it's not that great, you know. It's single target, whatever. If you get it, you get it. Next up is Chandler. He is absolutely insane, guys. When I woke up and I saw this, I was like, is the non-festival unit actually better than the festival unit? Because what the hell? But Chandler, that passive is absolutely insane. Decrease all stats of enemies who use a skill by 7% for 1 turn in PvP. Applies when entering battle, so obviously it has to be in the front. Applies before the skill is activated. Repeatable. So Chandler is kind of meant to put the nail in the coffin for Escanor, like, or just like basically any unit. It applies before they attack, so you know, before they attack, they're gonna get their attack, their crit chance, their crit damage, their pierce rate. They're gonna get everything lowered, and because it's for 1 turn and it's on your opponent's turn, when it comes back to your turn, you know, if it works the way I think it works, they're still gonna have that debuff on your turn. So if they overcommit with someone, like they triple or double attack with someone, the debuff should still be there on your next turn, right? So you should be able to exploit that and absolutely destroy whichever unit started attacking. I think this is going to make units like Gotha very very easy to destroy, because people are always going to use, like, you know, Gotha rank up, Gotha gauge removal. So I think Gotha gets absolutely destroyed by this passive. Like, it's going to make Gotha much easier to crit and stuff and all that. And also, alright, he has Valenti debuff. Guys, I've cried. I've told you about Valenti debuff, how broken it is, and they've given it to someone on the Assault Meliodas team. What are they thinking? Why does Chandler have this, bro? That is absolutely insane. I don't know, man. It seems pretty damn unfair to me. Like, I didn't think Assault Meliodas needed something this powerful, because then, you know, at a point the team will become a bit too much, you know, what's the word, like, overwhelming. Like, you know, it feels like you can't do much against this team, right? So yeah, I mean, you get to turn off whoever you want. Turn off Liz, turn off Gotha, turn off Escanor, turn off basically any unit in the game except someone who has a stance or a recovery card. It's just busted. And his counter is actually something new as well. Now, you might look at this and think, wait, it's weaker than Estarosa's. Estarosa does 600%. That is technically true. However, he has the bonus of inflicting additional 100% of the damage taken. So what this basically means is he will reflect. If it's 100%, that means, like, you know, like if he takes, I don't know, like 100k damage from like an Escanor attack, he's gonna counter for 300% and then reflect the 100k Escanor did. That's how it should work, because if it inflicts additional 100% of the damage taken, that is a reflect. You are literally reflecting the damage you take. So as I said, if he takes 100k damage, he's going to reflect 100k damage and then deal the 300% of whatever. So yeah, this counter card is going to be insane. I think Chandler is going to be insane even outside of Assault Meliodas team. Obviously, he doesn't have the same synergy as Estarosa with the Tamio team. Because if you run him with Tamio, it's pretty counterproductive, you know. Chandler wants to take full damage. He doesn't want to take, like, you know, half of the damage, like with Tamio, because Tamio is going to reduce the damage that Chandler is going to take, which means his counter isn't going to be as strong. So even though you are going to be able to run that cancer team, Chandler's counter isn't going to be as strong as it would be if you wasn't running Tamio. But then again, that's still fine, you know. Chandler's still like pretty busted. And then ultimate, he does have draw ultimate. You know, draw ultimate hits very hard, especially here with Chandler's passive there. If you can, you know, sort it out on good timing, it'll be very good. So yeah, these two guys, honestly, man, they looking at Zeldris and Chandler, it's kind of like they want to kill off the crit meta, because we do know Grand Cross has a bias towards crit units, because you know, crit units are just the units who are going to do more damage. This effectively kind of kills off Ludo. Like any kind of Ludo team out there, it just kind of yeah, kind of kills it. Not because the units themselves are going to lose the stats, it's because their passives and their commandments, they're going to cuck your Ludo team from critting. So yeah, the stocks on Ludo went down with SA5, and now with these units it's just completely tanked. Sario, you might think to yourself, oh wait, but he's green, you know, he's blue. That means the best Assault Meliodas team, which is probably going to be Chandler, Zeldris, and Assault Meliodas, that's double green. Hey, I can bring out my Sario. I can easy clap. Let me show you something. So Sario, on first attack, right, he will lose 17% crit chance and crit damage. Now, technically, he's only going to lose 7% before attacking from Chandler passive, and then after he attacks, he will lose that extra 10% from Zeldris commandment. However, you go into the second attack, 34% crit chance, 34% crit damage. Before before the second attack, he's going to lose 14% of both, right? Because, you know, Chandler passive activates before. And then if you somehow go into the third attack, you know, he's going to lose 51% crit chance and crit damage, but before he attacks, he's going to lose, I don't know, what is it like, I don't know. I don't know, but basically, my brain can't do maths, but basically, Sario is not the answer. Sario is not the answer. He may be the answer, you know, with some RNG and stuff, maybe you get super lucky, but honestly, man, yeah, Sario is, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. The one Escanor, it's like, why even bother using the guy anymore, man? Like, Merlin destroys him. Assault Meliodas now guarantees destroys him. You know, you can't just rank up your Escanor and alt rush now because Zeldris can reduce gauge. If you do want to attack with Escanor, he's basically going to lose a passive stack. Imagine that. Chandler will remove a passive stack from Escanor. Obviously, aside from turn 3 where Escanor becomes immune, if you do anything before that, then Chandler is going to remove one of your stacks. Yeah, Escanor is, yeah, RIP to the boy. I even posted this funny meme that was sent to me. Yeah, good luck, Escanor. Good luck. But yeah, obviously, I don't know, man. Anyone else, like Lolly Merlin, like, yeah, sure, I guess, like, yeah. Lolly Merlin's always going to be difficult to kill just because, you know, you have to attack her 3 times with strong cards, but yeah, she's not gonna do too much. And I don't even know, man, who is even gonna trouble the demons, man? I don't even know. Zeldris basically fixes the main issue where people just alt rush you, and he also fixes the whole, you know, getting your units one shot. Zeldris is gonna do insane damage as well. So Assault Meliodas team, you're gonna have 2 units who do insane damage. With Chandler, who can taunt and protect you, who can also turn off units. Like, how are you gonna play your Glue to garbage when Chandler is gonna stop your units from? He's gonna stop your Gotha from ranking up. He can stop Liz from stunning and taking off his stance. He can stop Escanor's bonk. He can stop everything. He can stop, like, Lolly Merlin's power strike. He can stop Sario's crit chance AoE. It's just like, I don't know, man. I think it's just too much. I don't know if, like, I think it's a bit too much, man. Like, the commandments are just way too strong now. I don't really see like what beats them, but we'll have to see. I think this is just to kind of get rid of the old meta, honestly. And obviously, most importantly, Chandler does stop that that Diane garbage, that whole, you know, Diane 3-turn taunt thing. He stops that. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'll have to see, but I don't really see how this how these guys are gonna lose. But also, to finally discuss Zeldris commandment. Now, this is not gonna affect Assault Meliodas if he does get a few stacks, because remember, with Assault Meliodas, you're gonna lower your opponent's defense related stats and increase his own. So even if Assault Meliodas gets 1 or 2 stacks of this commandment, he's still gonna crit, right? He's still gonna crit because the opponent's gonna have no crit resistance, literally, right? When you get like when you get 2-3 stacks of this, your opponents are gonna be very easy to crit. So, you know, maybe if you get 3 stacks of this commandment, it's gonna be very bad. But this is mainly for your enemies, right? Your enemies are the ones who are gonna struggle the most from this, because this commandment plus Chandler's passive, it's going to be very difficult for your opponents to crit you. So yeah, very difficult. This also helps the fact that you probably don't even need to run like Melascula now, because Chandler himself, plus the protection from his passive and Zeldris commandment, I think it's going to be good enough to guarantee no more one-shots. Like, I seriously doubt that's gonna happen. Now, the only real question is, like, you know, who is the sub unit for this team now? Honestly, man, honestly, I legit, I think Nanashi is going to be an insane sub for this Zeldris, Chandler, and Assault Meliodas team. Because worst case scenario, if you have Nashi, you know, you're gonna get more max HP, more crit resistance, and more crit defense, and you'll be able to reduce gauge if one of your units has 2 or less skills. So I think you know, if you wanna maximize the utility of your team, I do think Nanashi is really good, because there's no one else worth running. You know, worst case, I think you can just run Melasculus sub, like the red one. You know, maybe if something goes seriously wrong, then at least she can come in, give you some protection. But I don't know, man. I just think it's probably GG for the current meta, man. They're probably going to change up some stuff. The only thing now is that the demons are way too powerful. We're going to need something. I don't know if it's going to be like coin shop archangels, but you know, if you're releasing something this powerful, there needs to be something to counter it. I made a meme on my Twitter, which you should follow me on, by the way. I do post quite a lot. Yeah, I said a meme, tab for red coin shop Ludo to come in and do more damage to demons. Like, we need something, man. Like, because right now they're just way too powerful. They are way too powerful. It's like, what's even the point in using anyone else but the demons, because you're gonna get clapped, you know? So very interesting. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Took a bit to think about this. I spoke with my my channel members on Discord about all of this stuff, and yeah, I don't really see where the game is going in terms of who you want to use. If you're free to play on global, I wish, for the love of God, if you're free to play on global, I wish you took my advice and got your copy of Assault Meliodas. Just one, honestly. I said just get one copy and just skip everyone else from there. I did say skip Lolly Merlin. I did say skip the ReZero. If you're free to play, this is what you want, because this team is free to play as like, it doesn't matter if you're free to play with this team. Even if you go second, you'll be fine. We already know Assault Meliodas team is super duper free to play. And also, Assault Meliodas team is incredibly whale friendly as well, because all of these guys, or I don't know how much CC these guys will have, but all of the demons now have insanely high CC with SA5, so even for whales, this is going to be very good. The only thing is, mirror match is going to be absolutely terrible. It's going to be even worse than before, so God save our souls for the Assault Meliodas mirror match. But yeah, guys, we'll have to see. JP gets this update tomorrow. I'll definitely be on there and testing out some stuff. But as I said, Chandler and Zeldris do not have to be on the Assault Meliodas team. You can experiment with other things. They are very flexible units. You can use them anywhere, which is very good. I really didn't like the fact that Assault Meliodas is only locked to demons and commandments, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, that's just my opinion on these two very busted units. They are definitely going to change the meta, yeah, good luck to all the Escanor people. I do feel sorry for you. That'll be it, guys. Hope you enjoyed my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you disagree. If you agree, just let me know, and I'll catch you guys later on for some more PvP.